Right, okay, we triggered it. Now I know what the problem is. Okay, social worker. I'm on bail because the police have been corrupt and trying to take me down. They pulled me over illegally, as stated by Christopher Boundary on ABC Radio on the 5th of the 4th, 2017. Police are only allowed to pull vehicles over in South Australia if the vehicle is defective, they are directing traffic, or they have seen them commit a crime. Right? There's no other reason they put her over. I had the Supreme Court precedent of those dickheads versus Tollefson this year, where they done it and they legally, and then they didn't say, "Oh, can we search your car?" Which they never do. They say, "We're going to search your car." That is illegal. Search it, right, and search it. And he won. And I'm up against that 3 cases because when I was locked in jail, West Australian Police, who had refused to take reports of my stolen vehicles, they ran up about $12,000 worth of fines. I was paying it off at $50 a fortnight. Baycorp is blackmailing me, right? The government blackmail you if you don't pay the fines, which they don't let you do jail time for anymore. You lose your licence and they deregister your vehicles, right? They done that to me while I was in jail without notification, right? When they knew where I was, because the landlord who stole the BMW and the bike and all my household goods knew where I was because he sent me a letter asking for the keys for the BMW so he could get more money for it, right? And police refused to take the report on it because I was in South Australia, because I will not return to Western Australia, because police refused to charge my stepfather with hitting my 7-year-old son with a weapon, and I got drunk. This is after they broke my back. I was in heaps of pain, and I wouldn't put a knife to the cunt's throat, right? Because my mother used to let my father tie me to a tree and whip me with the belt with the buckle in, right, to try and control my ADHD, right? And also, half the time it was me covering up for my sisters because I didn't want it to happen to them. So these fuckwits who say I can't walk with broken back, and I've always proved them wrong, that's why. I learned, I'm only doing this because I love you. Fucking bullshit child abuse, right? But no one will charge them, right? Like the earlier post, police refused to charge. They're the biggest criminal organisation in Australia. I've already proved them corrupt so many times. That's why they broke my back. That's why I was locked in jail. That's why when I came to this, I was locked in this mental ward, is because I've proven that the psychiatrists are corrupt. Paul First, right? Okay. He is a monster and he overwrites the chief of psychiatry. He's delusional. He thinks he's a god. I showed him my mathematics on 2 different phones, 2 different answers. Same brand of phone, Agatel. One was 2015, the other one was 2013. The 13 one had the wrong calculator, 15 has the right calculator, right? Plus, I nearly got arrested and thrown in jail yesterday because the social worker told me they had sorted my bail out to be at the hospital, right? He hadn't. We went and got my stolen stuff back. This is how I've been able to do this. But the guy who was threatening to kill, and that's the one I posted earlier, and police still do nothing. If you have a look at my YouTube, you can see police aiding and abetting Vietnamese slumlords who abuse people, abuse disabled people, and every part of the South Australian government protects them, right? They shouldn't be tearing down Royal Adelaide Hospital. They should be making it into at least part of it, making it into rooms for people to live in, because they've got these Vietnamese, Tang and Lay, who have apparently about 17 houses. They break all the laws, and I've run council, I've run SACAT. They are useless garbages. When I put the complaint in here, as I did in Glenside when I won, they lose it for 7 days on purpose to allow the psychiatrist to drug you and convince you that you need drugs. The reason why I forgot what I've said is because they blackmailed me to go on olanzapine because they think it'll work. I mean, they know nothing. Okay, they say they know about neurology and firing of that. Okay, I know about bioelectrics, neurology, chemistry. I mean, shit, I'm on terrorist watch alert for my knowledge in chemistry. Okay, and computers, which is electronics, and your body bioelectric signature is electronics. I know it by protons and neutrons, zeros and ones, and they can't understand it. And they're giving me these drugs, and that's causing me to forget. When I'm on the Valium and I'm calm and not abused by staff, which is very, very rarely, right? I just found out that the staff did abuse. They instead of trying to take it out on me, someone that can handle it, they tried to take it out on my nephew, Bradley Parker, and he got in trouble in the open ward. And apparently, we're not allowed to be in the same ward because we're family, and you know, they're racist, they're, as well, talk about Aboriginal stuff, we talk about Supreme Court, but we're not allowed to do it in private, right? And I've got the bad back from where they broke it and they've refused me all medical treatment. The lady who I'm representing, right, who has a partner, and she was putting DP on my back and she was using a cloth, right? Got busted for it. Staff said, because I said, I will never let a male touch me again. And you can understand if, you know why, right? Anyway, where police refused to take those reports too, even though I had an STD. And this mark on my hand, a bit hard, but let's see, there's a mark on my hand, a burn mark somewhere. I'm trying to find it. It's a mole that's been frozen off, right, at the same time, and drugs. If they check the Medicare records, they'll see I was put on drugs for it, genital warts, 8 or 10, I don't know, I blocked it out, but when you people can stand up and fight, I've been doing this alone for 15 years, except that there have been a few people, but they can't do much, right? The only politician that tried to help me was Barry House, Speaker of the House in Western Australia, down in Margaret River, and police set me up and tampered with CCT evidence. I proved it in front of the magistrate Elizabeth. Damn it, sodium valproate. Fuck, man, blackmail because people don't know what they're talking about. I was fined the other day, right? But I'm angry because they're abusing other people and because they won't take me on because I beat them. Oh, look, this is going to have to do for now. I'll get back more, but stand up for the abuse of disabled people with mental illnesses in Australia. Right? Smoking has been proven to lower the stress of people with mental illnesses, right? Okay? And even most staff will tell you that it's true. They would prefer it. You're not allowed to smoke at night. You got to ask here. You got to ask and get buzzed out, right? One door, right? And then you go to the second door and you got to wait and get buzzed out. And half the time they forget. So you stand there for a minute or two. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. And they don't. They just you get abused because the government are getting all their re-election fees from pharmaceutical companies. And they ban drugs and want high-end drugs pushed on patients that don't need it. They need psychologists, great ones, like Dr. Ziggy Santos, and they don't. They abuse doctors like that and put narcissists like Paul First in there, right? This is a joke, people. It's not. No, it's not. No, it's not a joke. It's criminal. Of the abuse that happens to people with disabilities in Australia, right? Stop funding other countries' abuse and try fixing your own. Charity starts at home. Stop abusing disabled people.